I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all the time, anytime comic show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comics and superheroes. And on today's show, we are taking a closer look at Defenders, issue number 7. As multiple factions vie for control of New York's underworld, it will take all the street-level heroes to combat it. What'll happen next? Let's hop on in together and find out. Alrighty then, so at the end of the previous issue, Deadpool showed up, and now here at the beginning of this issue, he's completely hijacked the last time on page. It's probably one of the better meta jokes I've read in a long time, especially from Bendis. Essentially, Deadpool takes up 3 recap pages saying absolutely nothing, and then says, hey, don't go crying about this on Reddit or anything, this doesn't count towards the full 22 pages, so don't worry. He's also wearing Jessica Jones's clothes, which is pretty funny in its own right. Now, after all that dialogue, the comic actually goes the other way completely for when it actually starts. You see, Iron Fist Danny Rand starts staring down Elektra as she's been hanging around the periphery of all of this stuff with Diamondback and the Heroes for Hire offices getting exploded. They talk about how they've always run in the same circles, and yet despite all of that, they're not aware if they've ever had a one-on-one fight before. In fact, I'm not even sure about that. They do end up fighting, by the way, in an almost samurai jackish dialogue-less fight scene that takes up quite a few pages, and it's a knockdown, drag-out doozy. Iron Fist ultimately wins, and Daredevil shows up to collect Elektra. Also, you'll probably notice that this book has finally caught up to the rest of Marvel Legacy, because Daredevil's back in his classic red suit with no explanation. Now, across town, we once again check on in with Diamondback, who is further consolidating his power. He's taken all his hard-earned drug money and putting it into real estate. He plans to open a classy cabaret club, not unlike the one from the Luke Cage Netflix show. There's only one giant hurdle, and that is this property already belongs to Hammerhead and Black Cat. Hammerhead actually gets one hell of a speech standing up to Stryker, saying that he's seen Kingpins come and go. He's lived under the Maja, the Owl, Silvermane, you name it, but the only thing that's ever stayed the same in Marvel's New York is that Hammerhead is still around and kicking. Or, you know, at least that used to be the case until Diamondback shoots him in the head. Ugh, pour a 40 out on the curb for old Hammerhead, everybody. Now, when Elektra eventually comes to, the Defenders have tied her to a chair. Daredevil will be conducting the interrogation to see if she's friend or foe, only this is a special ninja interrogation where they don't actually say a word to one another, they just read each other's body language. Basically, no, Elektra is not our hero's enemy. She wasn't trying to hurt anybody. She was just employed by a mysterious third party who has some dogs in this fight over who gets to be the next Kingpin. Daredevil just lets Elektra go too for old time's sake, something that doesn't really earn him a lot of friends amongst his new teammates. In fact, Luke puts it, if they're going to be a team, they need to trust each other, and they still don't know Daredevil's secret identity. Matt mulls it over for a little bit, but we as the reader get to see that he's being targeted across the other roof by the Punisher, who escaped from prison. Why is he gunning for Matt? We don't know. All we do know is Jess hiring Deadpool actually pays off because he stops Frank from pulling the trigger. And from there, well, as the comic winds down, it all becomes one giant super-powered spandexed free-for-all as all the heroes get in the pile. So that was Defenders number 7, everybody, and overall it was a very strange little issue, kind of meandering in parts, but also kind of entertaining in others. Deadpool is funny, the dialogue-less action scene is cool. I just wish they had taken one of these ideas and run with it instead of just making it feel so scattershot. I wasn't expecting Hammerhead to die, mainly because he's so inconsequential in the greater Marvel pantheon. I don't know if anyone would even care enough for someone to kill him, but hey, they did. This issue also kills my overarching theory that Diamondback was brought back by evil hand ninja magic. Now that seems to be out the window. Much like all the other books being currently written by Brian Michael Bendis, now that I know he's done, I can only hope this book actually had a satisfying conclusion and he cared enough to finish it before he left. Overall, though, I'd give this one a 7.5 out of 10. Not as good as the previous issues, but still ultimately pretty enjoyable. So that's the video, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, why not check out some of these other videos I have available. Then you can follow me on Twitter at CapeJoel, so you're always up to date on what new videos I got coming out next. And hey, with the holiday season coming up, you probably want to buy yourself or some friends some comic books, and when you do, I hope you use my book depository link down in the description of this video. Cause not only will you get a stellar deal, but a small percentage of everything you buy via my link goes to support me in the channel, and that would be much appreciated. So until next time, everyone, this has been CapeJoel. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you all again later. Bye-bye.